Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Children, today we are going to start part 2 of chapter number 3, Financial Statement of a Company. Children, I already told about financial statement. Financial statement are prepared at the end of the accounting period. And the statements are, the first one is balance sheet, and the second one is profit and loss account, which you can known as income statement also, and balance sheet you can known as position statement also. Okay, and after that the third is notes to account, and the fourth is cash flow statement. So first of all we will learn about balance sheet, and we will see the complete pro forma of balance sheet of a company. So look at this, children. This is the balance sheet format. It is given in your book also. You can see from your book. From this balance sheet you have to first of all you have to observe and learn all these things about the balance sheet. You know already the in balance sheet there are two sides, the assets and is equal, and the second side is liability. So the first side here, but in a company, see children, the format of the balance sheet, the starting name of the company, and after that balance sheet asset on which date you are preparing, and here this is the balance sheet of the company. So first you have to write down equity and liabilities. See the pro forma. The pro forma is particular, note number and figures as at the end of the current reporting period, and the next again column of amount, figures as at the end of the previous year reporting period. Here it means this is for the current year and this is for the previous year. So you can write down here as current year and previous year amount. Okay, this is the pro forma of balance sheet. Now see the contents. The contents are, the first one is, now see the content. The first one is equity and liability. This is the side name. The first is equity and liability. As you know that the first side belongs to liability and the second side belongs to asset. Okay, but in this balance sheet the first side belongs to equity and liability and the second side belongs to assets. So here in equity and liability, the first one is shareholder fund. Now what you have to learn? You have to learn in shareholder fund. See, shareholder fund is the heading. The main head of the equity and liability is shareholder fund. Now in shareholder fund, what are the subheading? So there are three subheadings. The first one is share capital, reserve and surplus, and money received against share warrant. Remember this thing. The third one is you have to learn only if if in the question it is asked by how many name the items which are in under the head of shareholder fund, then you have to write down the three items name. If only two item can ask, then you have to write down only two, share capital and reserve and surplus. So third one you have to learn only money received against share warrant. No work for this, only you have to learn. Now come to the second heading. Second heading is also for learning. Share application, money pending allotment. No need to apply, only you have to learn the heading. The third is non-current liability. Now you know already what are the non-current liabilities. All the long-term liabilities are known as non-current liability. So the first one is long-term borrowing. Second one is deferred tax liability, and the third one is other long-term liabilities, and fourth one is long-term provision. So these are the subheading of the non-current liabilities. Now what you have to do? Now next is current liability. The fourth heading is current liability. Under this, the subheadings are short-term borrowing, trade payable, other current liabilities, and short-term provision. Now see, this is the liability side. Now we will study in detail about it. Okay, so let's start with the first one, that is shareholder fund. This is the main heading. See children, shareholder fund includes three items. The first one is share capital, second one is reserve and surplus, and the third one is money received against share warrant. Okay, these are the three subheadings of shareholder fund. Now let us discuss them in details. So first one is share capital. So share capital you already know, you have already learned in the second part of accountancy book, chapter number 1. Share capital means amount received by the company against shares issued for subscription. Okay, so share capital means amount received by the company against the issuing of shares. It is known as shares capital. The persons to whom shares are allotted are known as shareholder fund. Okay, suppose if you are taking the shares of my company, it means you are the shareholder of my company. Okay, now in share capital, how many types of share capital? Two types. One type is equity share capital and second type is preference share capital. You already learned about the preference share capital and equity share capital. Difference I already given in chapter number 1 of second part. Okay, now in the schedule 3rd of the Companies Act 2013, the balance sheet disclose authorized capital, issued capital. These are the kinds of capital. In share, the kinds of capital are given: authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, and amount called up by the company and paid up by the shareholder. Details required by the schedule are given in the notes to account, and all the details of the issued capital, authorized capital, and subscribed capital, called up, paid up, all the details you have to mention in the notes to account. And this you already know what is the authorized capital, what are the issued capital, subscribed capital. I already discussed in chapter number 1 of second part. Okay, now come to the next topic. Yes, the second is reserve and surplus. Now, reserve means amount set aside out of profits, and surplus to meet future uncertainties, prospective losses, or to strengthen financial position. Okay, and surplus, balance in statement of profit and loss means accumulated profit not appropriated or distributed as dividend. Like in reserve and surplus, this is the head, and under this there are various subheadings. See, first one is capital reserve, the second one is capital redemption reserve, third one is security premium reserve, then debenture redemption reserve, revaluation reserve, and other reserve also, and the last one is reserve and surplus. So these all are the reserve, and in surplus you can write down surplus balance in profit and loss account. Okay, this is the reserve and surplus subheading. Now, money received against share warrant. It means share warrants are the financial instrument which give the holder right to acquire equity shares at a specified date and at a specified rate. These are financial instruments which will be converted into equity shares at a particular date or a particular price. Since these are to be converted into equity shares and these are classified and or shown on shareholder fund. This is the third heading. Okay. Now in shareholder fund, these are the three subheadings: share capital, reserve and surplus, and money received against share warrant. Now the next one is share application money pending allotment. This is the second heading. This only you have to learn only for if in the question it is mentioned what are the headings of equity and liabilities, then you have to give. There are four heading of equity and liabilities. The first one is shareholder fund, second is share application money pending allotment, and third is non-current liability, and fourth one is current liability. Okay. Now come to the non-current liability. Now in non-current liability, the first one is long-term borrowing. So you already know about long-term borrowing. Long-term borrowing, first of all, borrowing. Borrowing means amount taken as loan. Amount taken as loan by the company, and it may be issue of debentures, loan from banks or private lenders, public deposit or any other. Okay. And borrowing also classified in two ways. The first one is when the loan is repayable by the company after 12 months, and the second one is when the loan may be payable after before 12 months. So if before 12 months, it means it is short term borrowing, and if after 12 months, it means it is a long term borrowing. So here long term borrowing, what are the subheadings? See, debentures, bonds, term loans from bank, other parties, public deposit, other loans and advances. These are the long term borrowing. Now next is deferred tax liabilities. Now deferred tax liabilities, what is this? See, every year accounting income is compared with taxable income, and the difference between the two exists, which is temporary in nature. Income tax on the difference amount is termed as deferred tax. Okay. See, if in case accounting income is more than the taxable income, then it is result as deferred tax liability, and when accounting income is less than the taxable income, it is result in deferred tax asset. See here, accounting income is more than taxable income, then it is deferred tax liability, and if accounting income is smaller than taxable income, then it is deferred tax asset. Okay. Now next is other long term liability. In other long time liability, you can take trade payables and other things which are for after 1 year, which is payable after 1 year, and same you have to take in long term provision also. If long term provision for also for after 1 year, then you have to take in the long term non current liability or long term provision. Now come to the fourth one, it is current liability. So current liabilities you already know. If any liability which can be payable within 12 months, it is known as current liability, and the subheadings are short term borrowing, trade payables, other current liability and short term provision. These subheadings you already learned in 11th standard also. Now let us come to the asset side. See, after the equity and liabilities, the next one is asset. One thing more I have to tell. See, in this company's balance sheet, the first side belongs to equity and liabilities. So children, liabilities are these: non-current liability and current liability. But what are equity? Equities are capital, like shareholder fund and share application money pending allotment. These are the equity. Now come to the asset. In asset also, the heading, the first one is asset is classified in two categories. The first one is non-current asset and the second one is current asset. So first is non-current asset. Now non-current asset are those assets which are not current asset. It is very simple. Or we can discuss other non-current assets, like first one is fixed asset. So fixed asset are tangible asset, intangible asset, capital work in progress, intangible asset under development. Okay, so these are the fixed asset. Tangible, intangible, you know, capital work in progress means which are in work in progress. Intangible assets under development which are in under development. Now the next is non-current investment. Non-current investment also, you know, deferred tax asset I already discussed, and long-term loans and advances are the non-current asset. Now next is current assets. Current assets subheadings are current investment, inventories, trade payable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advances, and other current assets. So this is the format of balance sheet which you have to learn. See children, this format you have to see every day and revise 2 or 3 times of a day, and after that you have to solve some questions based on this balance sheet format. Okay, in exam these type of question will come. So here are some examples how question will come in the exam. The first one is state the major heads under equity and liabilities part of the company's balance sheet. Here you have to give the major heads which are covered in under equity and liabilities. So I already discussed the major heads. The first is shareholder fund, second is share application money pending allotment, third is non-current liability, and fourth one is current liability. So these are the 4 major head. Now the second question is name two subheads under the head shareholder fund. Now you have to give the subheadings under the shareholder fund. So there are 3 subheadings, but if in the question if 2 are asking, then you have to give the answer share capital and reserve and surplus. If 3 are asking, then you have to give the money received against share warrant, the third subheading. Okay, now come to the question number 4. Name any 4 items that are shown under reserve and surplus. So in reserve and surplus also I have given so many examples like capital reserve, capital redemption reserve, DRR, debenture redemption reserve, security premium reserve. So these all are the examples you can take. Revaluation reserve, journal reserve, all the reserve you can write down in the reserve and surplus. Workman compensation reserve, contingency reserve, these all are the examples of reserve and surplus. Now one more question like this. Under which main head and subhead of equity and liabilities are the following items shown in the balance sheet of a company as per schedule 3rd? So here are the some items you have to give the main head and subhead. Okay, so see here item is given unclaimed dividend. Unclaimed dividend. So unclaimed dividend you have to write down the main head or subhead. Unclaimed dividend. Here dividend means income. Unclaimed dividend means it is not claimed, unclaimed. So it is a current liability and it will come in the other current liabilities, this subheading. In this way you have to give the answer. Next is calls in arrear. It is outstanding, but calls in arrear is outstanding from the shares. So shareholder fund and subscribed capital. This is the subheading. Next is calls in advance. Calls in advance means advance you have received. It means current liability and other current liabilities. If you have paid in advance, then it is current asset. Okay, but here it is current liability. Next is interest accrued but not due on debenture. So same thing, interest due, outstanding interest. It means interest not paid, it is due. So outstanding expense you have to write down in the main head current liability and subheading other current liability. Now come to the asset side. The question number 5, name any 5 intangible assets. 5 intangible assets, any 5 intangible assets you can write down. Here I have given some intangible assets. You can write any intangible if you know any other. Now question number 6, give the heads under which the following items are shown in the company's balance sheet as per Schedule 3rd, Part 1 of the Companies Act 2013. Here also some of the items are given of the balance sheet. Here you have to classify in asset and liabilities. After that you have to write down main head and then subheading. See, generally the question will come in this way. You have to do in this way. Okay. So in this complete chapter, the question will come of 4 marks. So you have to prepare complete balance sheet format, complete things, all the headings, subheading, all the sides. In the equity and liability side, what are the heading and subheadings? In asset side also, what are the heading and subheading? All things you have to prepare. So for first one is mortgage loan. So here it is a loan. So loan will come in non-current liability and the subheading is long-term borrowing, because here it is not mentioned and generally we will take loan as a long-term liability. Next is patent. So patent you already know, it is a intangible asset and intangible asset heading is the non-current asset. Okay. Or here it is written fixed asset then intangible. So in this way also you can write down. Next is investment. Investment you can take non-current asset and non-current investment. Subheading. General reserve. So general reserve you can write down, the heading is shareholder fund and subheading is reserve and surplus. Next is bills receivable. Bills receivable you already know, current asset and trade receivable. 10% debenture, non-current liability and long-term borrowing. In this way you have to classify. So in this chapter, in chapter number 3 of financial statement, you have to prepare all the questions in this way. Now balance sheet is completed. Now financial statement, in financial statement it is including balance sheet, statement of profit and loss account, notes to account and cash flow statement. So balance sheet we have covered. Now statement of profit and loss account is, statement of profit and loss account is a statement that shows the financial performance of a company, like profit earned or loss incurred during the accounting period. So this we will do in the next chapter. Next is notes to account. Notes to account already we have done. In this, it is the statement attached to the financial statement and is a part of the financial statement. It has details of item, like in shareholder fund, the first heading is, subheading is share capital. Now in share capital, how many types of share capital? Like share capital are different types, like authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, in this way. So in all the details of the heading or subheading you have to maintain in the notes to account. Now the last is cash flow statement. In cash flow statement, it's showing the flow of cash and cash equivalent. See, in the name it is mentioned cash flow statement. So it is a flow of cash and cash equivalent, inflow or outflow. Either cash is coming and or cash is going. Okay, so these are the main products of the financial statement. Now children, this chapter is completed. You have to prepare all the questions based on the balance sheet and do in your fair notebook. Thank you children. Sai Ram.